Dear students in grade 9, good morning and welcome to the English seminar for today. In today's session, we are going to discuss unit number 8. Actually, unit number 8, I think it is exciting because it talks about a lot of exciting things in terms of sports and whether dangerous sports or safe sports. So we are going to tackle and discuss all these things during the session. Before that, actually, let me introduce and welcome my dear colleagues here in the studio. Ms. Dua Al-Bustani Al-Fattuhi, an English teacher from Hama Directorate. Good morning, Ms. Dua.
Good morning, Mr. Karim.
And Ms. Mayada Wasal, an English teacher, also from Hama Directorate. Good morning, Ms.
Good
Mayada.
morning, sir. Good morning.
Welcome to Damascus, and thank you for
Thank you
coming
so much
and
for having
sharing
us
us
here.
this
It's
session.
our pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We come now to start or to go into the
Unit 8.
details. Yes, to
Yes.
Unit 8. The title of Unit 8 is At Risk.
At risk.
Now, this is in general. We will see how or what we mean by at risk. So, dear students, pay very good attention to this. We are going to go into details now to explain everything about this unit. So here we have the title, which is Unit 8. The title is At Risk. Unit plan, we have the unit plan. We have now the speaking. The laptop, please, the laptop. So we have the speaking. In the speaking section or part or skill, we are going to have a discussion in groups about dangerous sports. So we are going to discuss now, we three here in the studio, about the dangerous sports. Then for reading, we have actually two texts. One in the student's book and the other in the activity or workbook. So that one in the student is called Skywalkers. Skywalkers.
Yes.
The second one in the activity or workbook is On the Edge of Innocence. Actually, it is like a story, and it is really an interesting story about the innocence of children
It's a
or
touching.
childhood.
Yeah, it's a touching story.
It is a touching story. Yes, exactly. Then for grammar, we are going to discuss, verb forms following wish. You know the verb wish, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we are going to study what comes after wish, how we use the verbs after wish. So we are going to discuss all these things indeed. Let's start now by the title
Yes.
of unit number 8 or unit 8 in the student's book, Ms. Dua.
Yes. The phrase at risk.
The phrase at risk. What do we mean by that?
Yes. The phrase
Yes.
means to be in danger of being harmed or damaged or of dying. In other words, when you are at risk, you are in a dangerous situation or in a dangerous circumstance that you have to take safety equipment in order to protect yourself. So at risk means to be in danger or in a dangerous situation.
Okay. Yes, so this is about, about the meaning of
At risk.
risk.
Yes,
Yes.
at risk.
Okay, at risk.
Yes, to be in a dangerous situation. So
Yes.
you are not safe. When you are at risk, you are not safe. You are in a critical or in a dangerous situation.
Yes, in a critical or
Dangerous situation.
dangerous situation.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice indeed. Thank you so much indeed. Actually, we have something wrong here in the computer. So we need, we need some time, some short time, please, to do something here in the computer. Would you please have a break for seconds, for some seconds, please? Yes, okay.
Too sorry.
Dear students, welcome back. Sorry for this, for this false or for this
Technical problem.
technical wrong here. So, okay, let's now go back again to our unit. We said that at risk, okay, at risk is something.
It
right?
means
It means
that you are in a dangerous situation. You are not safe.
yes.
Yes,
You are
in a
not
danger of being harmed or damaged or of dying because you are in a critical or dangerous situation.
So this is now the meaning of risk. So
Yes.
to be in risk
At risk.
means to be, or at risk. To be means here in a dangerous situation. Very nice indeed.
Yes.
Now, Miss Mayada, here in this unit, we are talking about sports. You know that we have some what we call dangerous sports or risky sports. Also, we have some safe sports. So we have what we call adventures. Some people are adventurers.
Like
Means like adventures. Means like very dangerous sports. And we have safe sports. Now, please, you are going to talk us or to tell us or to talk about some kinds of dangerous or risky sports.
Okay, here
Yes,
are
please.
some risky sports.
Yes.
I will mention some. First of all, dangerous sports
Yes.
like hang gliding.
Yes. Here we have hang gliding.
Gliding.
Good. This is dangerous.
Yes,
Look.
very dangerous.
Yes.
The danger comes from falling
Yes.
from high
Yes.
distance.
From
or
height, from distance.
yeah,
Good.
falling down.
This is one of the dangerous
Yes.
or risky
Yes.
sports.
Number
Yes.
2 is skydiving.
Yes.
Also, it's a dangerous or risky sport.
Yes. So this kind of sport, dear students, is called skydiving.
Diving.
Skydiving. Yes, please.
Number 3, mountain biking.
Yes.
Here they use the bike.
Yes. Here we use the bike or
Yes.
the bicycle, as we used to call it in the past.
Yes.
So we have mountain biking. It is not easy, actually.
Yes.
It is dangerous.
Because
I used to think that it's not difficult.
Ah,
But
you know,
it looks risky.
Yeah, it is risky, actually. It is risky. Yes, because you can see in the picture how much or how, or
he's
the
cycling,
rocks here,
yes,
the
he's cycling
stone,
in
the
the
big
mountains, in the Rocky Mountains, so it's
Rocky Mountains.
No, I think
very
because
high and steep, so it's not a safe place. It's
Yes.
a dangerous place.
no, there is
Exactly.
something I want to say.
Yes, yes.
Because I can't ride a bike, that's why I think it's very difficult now. It's risky.
Okay, maybe because of that, maybe yes.
Okay.
So this is mountain biking.
Yeah.
It is one of the risky
Yeah.
or dangerous,
We have another sports like
Yes.
water skiing
Yes,
and another one bungee jumping.
yes. So water
very
skiing
difficult,
also is not easy. It is not
Yeah.
safe.
Here we have
Then-
also skiing.
Here we have
Skiing.
bungee jumping.
Here the weather is very
Bungee.
cold.
Yes, it is very
Yes, very
here.
cold, snowy.
Good. So
Here
this
are
kind of
these.
sports also is dangerous.
Yes, very dangerous,
So
really.
only people who are adventurers,
Yeah.
who like adventures,
Taking risks.
you know, yes, take risks or, you know,
People
do.
who like taking
Yes,
risks
exactly.
tend to do these kinds of sports.
Very nice. Also, we have another one,
Another
which is
kind of
skiing.
sports.
You know, skiing.
Skiing, yeah, or the
You
other
know,
s-
skiing
side.
also is a dangerous one
we
because
have-
a lot
we
of
have-
people.
Yeah, another sports underwater scuba diving.
Yes. Then we have also
Scuba.
good scuba
And-
diving.
Yeah, and also skateboarding is a
Good.
dangerous sport.
Yes. So here we have skateboarding. This is also another kind of risky and
Yes.
difficult, or not difficult, say dangerous sports. Very nice.
Here is another kind of risky, dangerous
Yes.
sports.
Which is
Free climbing.
free
Free
climbing.
yeah.
Free climbing. Very nice.
Can I add, can I add
Of course,
something, please?
of course.
Yes, risky or dangerous sports are also called in English action sports or extreme sports.
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
Yes.
Action or extreme
Yes.
sports. Very nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Dua. Okay,
You're
good.
welcome.
Now, this is, Ms. Mayada, you talked about the dangerous or the risky sports. Now we have another type which we encourage
Yes.
our students,
Right.
our
Yes.
children also to practice,
Yes.
to
Yes.
do, to play,
Yeah.
in order to build their bodies.
Yes.
Now you are going to talk about the safe kinds of sports.
Yes, of course, safe is
Yes,
the
please.
opposite meaning of dangerous.
Exactly.
And most people tend to do safe sports in
Yes.
their everyday lives.
Yes.
Because they don't involve dangerous situations or because they take place in safe places.
Good.
So they are safe sports. For example, there's football
Football.
as a safe sport.
Good. So this is football as
Yes.
a safe sport, you know, that, you know, when boys or girls, you know, come together, they play football.
Yes.
They get happy.
It's a popular sport.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a popular.
Yes.
Good. It is safe,
We
really.
have tennis
Also,
as a safe sport.
good.
Yes.
Also, another type of safe sports
Yes, it
is
doesn't involve dangerous situations.
no dangerous
Yes.
situations.
And it takes a place on court, so
yes.
everybody
Also,
can do it.
yes, exactly. Also, we have
Volleyball.
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 Yes,
It's
it
also a
is
safe
also
sport.
useful and safe
Yes.
sport.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Can you add some other, you know, types
Yeah,
of
of course.
sports?
Basketball, swimming,
Yeah,
any other.
swimming. Oh,
Yeah.
swimming is very safe,
Yeah.
you know, for those
Table
swimmers.
tennis.
Table tennis is also safe.
else?
Basketball,
Yeah,
as she
Yes.
said, is also, yes.
Yes.
Swing. So
These-
these sports
Yes.
are very useful for our bodies
Body.
to
Yes.
move, okay. And also, at the same time, they are safe.
Yes. They,
No dangers at all. Yes.
they don't, they don't require taking safety equipment
Good.
at all. They
Yes.
don't
Right.
require safety equipment.
Can you give some examples of safety equipment?
Yes, like helmet.
Helmet.
Yes. For example,
Shoes, proper
Special,
shoes.
special
proper
shoes,
shoes,
for
yes.
special or proper
players,
shoes
yes.
for football
for
players, yeah.
Yes. So
Yes.
these don't need these, you
special
know.
Yeah.
kinds of glasses
Exactly.
sometimes. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. Now we come to the first text, Miss
Yeah.
Mayada.
Skywalkers.
Skywalkers. Skywalkers. Actually, if we look at the picture here in the computer, we skywalkers. These people walk in skies. Oh my
Yeah.
God! Can you walk in the
Between-
skies?
Between the
also
sky-
you
between the
can't.
sky
Mayada.
and
I wish
Yeah.
I could.
And,
You wish you could.
No,
Oh,
I
very
don't
nice.
wish.
Okay, actually,
Such
I
sports.
don't like it,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine how high I am in the sky because I really feel what we call I
Phobia.
feel frightened. Yes,
Or
I have
phobia.
phobia of
heights.
heights. Yes,
Heights,
good.
yeah.
Phobia.
So here we have Skywalkers. The title of the text in Unit 8 in the student's book is skywalkers. Actually, we are going to start with the key words.
Yes.
Before now we discuss
Yes.
the text. We have some key words,
Yeah.
the most important words, okay, in the text.
Yeah.
We have, you know, Miss Dua,
Yes.
we have the word
To shoot.
to
To
shoot.
take a photograph
Yes.
of something. To
Yes.
snap or to capture.
To shoot.
To shoot. To take.
What do we mean by to shoot? Means to
To
take
take
a
a
photograph
photograph
of
of
something.
something.
Yes.
To snap
is-
or to capture.
To capture
Because
or
the text talks about those people who like taking or shooting pictures in dangerous places.
good. Shooting pictures means taking pictures.
Yes.
Either you have a camera or you have your mobile phone or mobile phone.
Yes.
Like a smartphone.
Smartphone.
Very nice. So to shoot here means to what? To take a photograph,
of something, as it's illustrated in the photo. Of
Exactly, exactly. What about to spice up, Miss Mayada?
The spice up is to add interest or excitement to something.
So to spice up
Yeah.
means to add interest or,
Or
excitement
to something.
to something. How?
As it does, you know, spices,
Yes,
pepper,
Yeah,
mint,
no,
like this.
spices,
It
of
gives
course.
some new taste
a new
or a
taste.
good taste
Flavor.
or a flavor to the
To
food.
give
Very
So
good.
a new
when you
flavor.
want to make this sentence more something better or exciting,
Yes,
you spice it up.
yes, we spice it up.
Yeah, you add
Yes, we put some spices on
Yeah.
it, okay, to have good flavor or
Yeah.
better flavor. Very nice. Thank you. What about incredible?
Yeah, incredible is an adjective, and it means impossible or very difficult to believe.
Yes, impossible or very difficult to believe. Imagine, Ms. Mayada, imagine Dua is telling me that yesterday she saw a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She attacked it and killed the tiger.
I'm very
Oh, I see. Oh my
Very
God! It is.
It's
It is what? It is incredible.
unbelievable.
Incredible,
You
unbelievable.
can't kill a tiger, so it is incredible
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So incredible means is impossible. You
Impossible.
can't kill a tiger, Dua.
Yeah. Of
course
So
I
here
can't.
we say it is incredible
Yeah.
or difficult to believe.
I watched one program
Yes.
on TV. It's the name is Incredible.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
Yes.
That things that happen, but you don't believe in that it
Yes.
happens one day.
exactly.
unbelievable. things.
Unbelievable. things, yeah.
Unbelievable or incredible.
Incredible
Very
things.
nice. Good.
We have another
We have also the word scaling.
scaling.
Yes.
The verb is a scale, to scale. Now scaling is a noun, is climbing to the top of something.
Good.
Very high and steep.
Good. Scaling means
Yeah.
climbing
Climbing
to the top
the top.
of something,
Something, a mountain,
Like a
something very
mountain.
high.
mountain, a building, a bridge, anything.
Yes, high and steep
Yeah. Fort.
Yes.
Very steep, yeah. So it is
and very steep.
Verb.
This is the meaning of scaling.
Scaling.
Good, good. Thank you so much. What about we have the word skyscrapers?
Yes. Skyscrapers is a noun, and it means very tall buildings in a city.
Good. Very tall or
Building.
tall
Buildings in a city.
in a city. Look at these buildings here. They are very, very high.
maybe
You know?
Higher than the other buildings
Yes,
in
exactly. So these are called skyscrapers. So we have, you know, do you know which is the highest skyscraper in the world now?
I think it's China
No,
or in UAE.
no. In
the
UAE.
UAE.
Yeah,
It
Burj
is-
Khalifa.
Yes, Khalifa Tower.
Khalifa Tower.
Khalifa
Ah.
Tower is the highest
I think it's
skyscraper
80,
in the
80
800 and
800
you know and 35 maybe
yeah.
meters high. Yes,
the newest and highest.
yes. So we say this is skyscrapers. What about beneficial?
Beneficial means having a good effect or useful.
Useful. So beneficial means
Beneficial.
useful or having a good effect. Very nice. Now we come to answer some questions
Yes,
about
related
the
to the text.
or related to the text. The first question, Dua, you know, nowadays we find people, you know, all around the place where you are having selfies
Or taking selfies.
or
yes.
taking selfies.
Yes.
So what do we mean by a selfie?
Yes.
Yes,
A selfie is a self-portrait photograph typically taken with a digital camera or a smartphone,
Good.
or with a
So a
digital
selfie
camera
is
or
a
a
self.
smartphone.
Is
Yes.
by yourself means here.
You don't ask anyone
You
to take
don't-
a photo of
exactly,
you.
Exactly.
And you don't have to pose
you don't need
for the camera.
anybody to take a photo of you.
Yes.
You get a photo of yourself.
Yes.
Good. So a selfie is a self-portrait photograph typically taken with a digital camera, or
a
a
smartphone.
smartphone. Very nice indeed. Good. Miss Mayada, how is the camera or the smartphone held? How do we use it?
The camera or the smartphone is held in the hand
In the hand
or
or
supported by a selfie stick.
good. You know, here in the picture, dear students,
We can see it.
we can see the stick or called the selfie.
And the camera is
Stick.
fixed on it.
Yes, and the camera is fixed on it. So this is the selfie stick or good. So we can take the photo either by hands, like in the photo below, or in the or using the selfie stick, as in the picture or photo up. Good. Very nice indeed. Now we come to talk about, you know,
Marad Dobry.
Yes, Marad Dobry.
Yes.
What was Marad Dobry's decision when he bought a camera?
Yes.
You know, Marad Dobry bought a camera
Yes.
or a camera.
For a purpose.
What was his purpose,
Yeah.
or why did he buy it?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, but of course, before answering this question, I should talk about Marad Dobry. Marad Dobry is a young man who is considered as the pioneer
Yes.
of taking selfies in a dangerous in
Would you
dangerous
please clarify the
places.
word pioneer?
Pioneer is the first person who do something.
Yes.
No one has done this thing before.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
So
So
he
pioneer is the first person to do something.
to do
Yeah.
something.
No one preceded
Has done
him
it,
or
yes.
has done it before
Yes.
him. It is called pioneer.
Yes.
Very
So
nice.
Marad Dobry first bought a camera.
Yes.
And he decided first to shoot normal pictures or normal photos of landscape, of natural scenes in the countryside, of trees, of skies. But he changed his mind. He wanted to spice things up. So
Good.
he started climbing higher and higher buildings in order to take his photos.
Very nice.
So what was Marad Dobry's decision when he bought a camera? His first decision was to shoot landscape pictures, normal pictures.
Yes, normal,
Yes.
not dangerous.
Not dangerous
Yes,
pictures.
very nice.
But
Thank
later
you.
on, he
Yes.
changed his mind.
Yes, good, good. What did Marad Dobry start his original idea? How? How did he start his original idea?
First, he decided he would shoot landscape pictures.
Yes.
Just that, only landscape pictures.
So
And
he started to spice things up by climbing
Oh,
up
higher.
higher and higher structures. Okay, higher and higher structures. So how did Marad Dobry start his original idea? He started,
to spice things up
good.
by climbing up higher and higher structures.
What did
Using
he
no
use?
safety, he didn't use any safety equipment
Yes,
and at all
yes,
to take his selfies.
to take his selfie. So he did not use
use
any
any
safe
safety
equipment,
equipment.
right, for that reason or purpose. Very nice. What name did Marad Dopri earn?
Yes.
He earned a name
Yeah, or
after
a
he
nickname.
started.
Yes, a nickname or a title. He
A
earned
nickname,
Yes, a
good.
nickname. He earned the name of the Skywalker.
Ah.
As it's clear in the photo,
Yes.
here is Marad Dopri taking a
Yes.
selfie
Good.
from a very, very high
Yes.
building, a
Yes.
skyscraper.
Good.
So he earned this title because he tended to take selfies between the sky and the ground.
Yes.
This kind of art that is lost between the sky and the ground.
Yes. Good. So because of that, he was called the Sky Walker. Between the sky
And the ground.
The
the
ground.
ground. Yes. Actually, fantastic. You know, incredible. Yes. When do selfies become deadly or cause death?
Many studies have shown that when selfies are taken in dangerous circumstances or places with no safety equipment, they could cause death.
So here, when selfies are taken in dangerous places or circumstances. Circumstances, dear students, means
Situations
conditions
or
or
conditions.
situations. So when we have selfies, right, in dangerous situations or places, so here it might cause death. It might cause, for example, maybe harms, damage, you know, etc. So good. We have, you know, a question about,
Daniel Lau.
you know, who is Daniel Lau?
Daniel Lau is a Chinese young man who
Yes.
followed the footsteps of Marad Dobry of taking this kind of selfies. So he is one of the world's most well-known photographers who scaled the skyscrapers of Hong Kong.
Good.
As
So
it is
originally
clear,
he
in
started
the
in
photo.
Hong Kong.
Yes.
Very nice. So
We can see the view
yes, here.
or the background behind Daniel
Yes.
Lau in the photo.
Yes, good. We can
Splendid
see
It's
now
a
this
shocking scene.
Chinese, yes.
It's a shocking scene.
Really?
Yes, exactly. It is
Yes.
shocking. Good.
Yeah.
So he is Daniel Lau is one of the world's most well-known photographers.
Yes.
So he is a photographer.
Yes.
He's a famous photographer
But-
who scaled the skyscrapers. Not ordinary photographer,
Yeah.
but he is devoted to take, you know,
Risky selfies.
risky good selfies. This is about, you know, Daniel Lau. We come now. This is actually about, you know, the text, which is about what we call risky or dangerous deeds or dangerous sports
Yes.
or
Actions.
hobbies, you know, actions, etc. Good.
Yes.
Actually, here now we have, you know,
Some exercise.
an example or an exercise here. Complete the sentences in A with their suitable endings in B. So we are going to match A
to
with B.
To B.
Here we have endings, we have beginnings, we have endings. Let's start number one.
Yes, the
Miss Mia, yes.
Skywalker, between two brackets, is a name that was given.
Yes,
We match it to E, to
Yeah.
Marat.
to Marat.
Marat, because he climbs up very high places.
Good. So the Skywalker is a name that was given
Given.
to Marat because he climbed up very high places. Thank you. The second one is Dua.
Daniel Lau scaled the skyscrapers of Hong Kong to shoot a selfie.
Yes, to shoot a selfie. So Daniel Lau scaled the skyscrapers of Hong Kong. Why?
To shoot or
To shoot.
to capture, to
Yes,
take
to catch.
a selfie.
Very nice.
To snap a selfie.
Yes, Miss Mayada.
Number 3, irresponsible behavior may cause people, we match it to B, to lose their lives.
Yes, so irresponsible behavior
Behavior.
may cause people
To
to
lose their
lose
lives or
their
to
lives,
die or
to die,
to lead them
die,
to death.
yes,
Or
to lose their lives.
lives.
Number 4.
How did Angela Nicolau get to Tianjin, China, is a question that occurred to people who saw the shocking scene.
Yes. So the complement here, or the completion here, is to people who saw the shocking scene. So how did Angela Nicolau?
They were surprised or
Yes.
shocked by her attempt to,
Yes, yes.
to
Good.
scale a height.
Yes,
or
to people
a high
who saw
place.
the shocking scene. Very nice indeed. Good. This is now the end of the first part, or the first text in the student's book.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, we are going to continue with reading, but with another text in the activity book or in the workbook dua, right?
Yes.
So here we have On the Edge of Innocence. This is the title of Unit 8, or of the text in Unit 8 in the activity or workbook. Before we do anything about this, because before we go into details, I just want to have to summarize or to give me a general idea about the text.
Yes.
What is the story about dua?
Yeah. The
Yes,
story
please.
is about a poor family whose
Yes.
son was diagnosed with a brain tumor. But because
So brain
tumor, yes.
Tumor.
And
yes,
the doctor told the family that that the boy needed a miracle to
good.
Survive.
Yes.
survive or
survive.
to be cured.
Yes.
So the innocent daughter or the innocent
So the
sister
boy has a sister, or
Yes.
had a sister.
had a sister,
Yes.
and when she heard the doctor saying this, she rushed to the nearest pharmacy in order to buy the miracle. She
to buy
thought
the
that
miracle.
yes,
With
she
her
thought
money.
that the miracle was a medicine that
Yes.
could be sold anywhere.
In
And
a pharmacy.
all,
good.
all she got was the only pound in her pocket. So
Yes.
she rushed to the nearest pharmacy and she asked the pharmacist to give her a miracle. Of course, the brother of the pharmacist was the famous surgeon Carlton Armstrong. And
Yes.
when he heard the little girl saying this, he asked her about the situation, why
do you want?
why
Why
she
do you
was
want?
looking for a
Yes.
miracle. So
Yes.
she told them about her brother's case, and he operated the
He performed
he
the
performed
operation.
the operation successfully for him, and
Successfully.
the miracle actually happened
Happened
because
by
of
one
the-
pound.
yes, because
Yes.
of this girl's innocence.
Yes.
Yes, she was
Because of this
yeah,
innocence,
she was
you
the
know,
reason
she-
behind
yes,
her
yes.
brother's survival.
The doctor or the
Yes.
surgeon
Yeah.
So
could
she-
survive her, or could save her
her
brother's
brother's
life.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
nice indeed. So actually, it is
a touching
Interesting.
story.
a touching story.
Yes.
Actually, it is
Fine.
touching because of the innocence of this girl.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Also, we have, as you know, we have some key words here. Let's
course.
start, Miss Mayada.
Yes.
The first one.
The act or event that doesn't follow the law of nature but caused by God
Yes.
is miracle.
It's miracle. So miracle
Is it a noun?
is a
Is a
noun,
noun for
or
an
it is
act
an act or
or an
event
event
that doesn't follow the law.
The law, yeah.
It is not related to
It's
the
something
laws.
extraordinary.
It's extraordinary.
Yes.
It is
Maybe
something
the law,
divine.
maybe it
You
follows
know,
the law of
it is
nature.
related to God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or law of nature.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
good. So this is called miracle.
Miracle.
What about number 2?
The second definition, serious and dangerous, critical.
Critical.
Critical
So
is an
we have-
adjective
yes.
which means serious and
Good.
dangerous.
So serious and dangerous means critical.
So when we say the boy was in a critical situation,
Good.
means the boy was in a dangerous or a serious situation.
Very
His
nice.
health was at risk.
Good. His health was at
At
risk.
risk.
Very nice. Miss Maya.
Number 3, a mass of cells growing or in or on a part of the body causing medical problems. It means tumor.
Tumor.
Tumor is an kind of disease, or it is a name of the disease that there are
And
some
it is
cells
very,
that are
really,
growing.
it is extremely dangerous.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, it is very difficult. Okay.
It's
So a mass of cells
cells
growing
that growing
in or
in
a
or a
part of the body causing medical
Yeah.
problem, it's called tumor. Yes, number 4.
To continue to live, to survive. So to survive is to go on living in spite of difficult situations,
Yes.
or in
Of-
spite of a difficult situation.
Good, good. This
Number-
called survive. Yes.
Number 5, kind or gentle and loving. It means tender.
Tender
Tender,
means kind, gentle, and loving. Good. 5
Uh,
or 6, sorry.
6. A doctor who performs operations in a hospital, surgeon.
Good. So a doctor who performs operations in a hospital is called surgeon. Good.
Surgeon.
Number 7.
The state of being not guilty is innocence.
Yes. The state of being not guilty. So
Yeah.
innocent is
Is
the
the adjective.
opposite
Yeah.
of
Is
guilty.
Guilty.
yeah, guilty.
So we say guilty, and we say the opposite of
Is
guilty
innocent.
is innocent.
Innocent.
Yes, good. Very nice. So here, innocence is the noun, the state of being not guilty. The state
The
of
state,
being
yes.
Yes, of
not
course.
guilty.
It
Very
is a
nice.
noun. The
Good.
adjective is
Yes.
innocent.
Exactly. Now we come, you know, we said that, or Miss Dua, you know, summarized the story of the innocent girl, which is, you know, really a touching story. Here, Miss Mayada, after she talked about it, or after she summarized it, how can you, you know, tell us again about the story? What is it about?
The story is about an innocent girl who was the reason behind her brother's survival.
Yes.
She believed that there must have been a miracle so that her brother's brain tumor could be treated. Because of the pound she paid for a medicine, the famous surgeon Carlton Armstrong
Yes.
heard of her brother's case and performed the operation successfully.
Good. Yes. This is now the summary, or a summary of the story of the innocence of that girl
The edge of
who
innocence.
could save her
her brother's life
life by
£1 pound.
Yes, one
One
pound
pound.
only. Of course, she did not save, but the doctor saved.
She was
So
the reason.
she was the reason
Yeah.
for
behind,
that.
yes.
Yes,
So
exactly.
some miracles come true.
Yes, exactly. Yes, come true, right. So here, look at the picture, please, dear students. Here is the tumor. Here, this is now the tumor
In the brain
in the
or in
brain.
the head.
So this is called a tumor in the brain. Also, we have a lot of kinds of, you know, tumors,
Yeah.
you know, in different parts of the body.
Malignant or
Yes,
malignant
yes,
either.
exactly. So we have many, many kinds. So this is one of them. We have now, what was the result of the medical analysis case? You know, the boy was patient, then his family took him for medical analysis. What was the result?
Yeah, it was clear from the medical analysis
Yes.
and laboratory test that the poor family's son had got a tumor in his head or brain.
Yes. So the result of the analysis was
Is a brain tumor. Was a brain
yes,
tumor.
Here we have a tumor in the brain. Very nice. Thank you. What about Miss Mayada? What did the doctor say to the poor family?
Yeah, he told them
Yes.
that their son's condition was critical,
Yes.
serious,
We said that critical means dangerous.
or dangerous,
Dangerous
and
or
that he
serious.
needed a miracle to survive.
He needed a miracle
miracle.
to survive. Good, good. Yes. What did the daughter go to the, or why did the daughter, means the boy's sister, why did she go to the pharmacy?
Yes.
Yes, please.
She went to the pharmacy because she thought that the miracle could be a medicine that was sold there.
She went there to buy the miracle, thinking that a miracle
It's
is
the other
something
side of
tangible,
medicine.
is
Yes.
you know, material that she can
Can be
buy.
sold and bought, yeah.
Yes, good, 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 good. Very nice. What is the moral lesson of this story, Miss Mayada?
The story teaches us to have faith
Yes,
and to believe that a miracle could happen,
yes.
even when you are filled with despair.
So we say here means, or it means that nothing is impossible.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
With God's
Okay?
willing.
With God's willing,
willing.
with God.
So
there
we
is-
have to believe in
Yes.
miracles that can
Yes. So here we
happen.
say the story teaches us to have faith
fail.
and to believe that a miracle could happen.
Yes.
Because according to the story, a real miracle happened to the
Yes.
boy.
Yes.
It actually happened.
Yes, and his life was saved, you
Yes.
know, by a miracle.
Yes, right.
Good. This is actually about the second part or second text in the workbook or in the activity book. So we come now to an activity. This activity is also about the same story, but here we have some statements or sentences,
Simple
then we
one.
need to complete them by using or choosing
The
the
right.
correct answer.
Okay.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Number one,
please.
the daughter paid A, 1 pound, B, 2 pounds, C, 3 pounds for the miracle.
Yes.
And the correct answer is A, 1 pound.
1 pound. So she had only,
Only
1
1
pound
pound.
in her pocket.
Yes.
Yes.
After the operation, Carton Armstrong framed the 1 pound
Yes, he
in his
framed.
clinic.
Yeah,
And-
put a frame
Good,
around
good.
it.
He framed the 1 pound
Yes.
because it is really something unbelievable,
Yes.
incredible.
Touching.
Yes, yes, touching.
Yes.
Number two.
Number two, the man who performed the operation was A, the pharmacist,
Yes.
or the boy's father, or Carlton Armstrong.
Yes,
It was Carlton Armstrong.
yes. So it was Carlton Armstrong
He
who
was-
performed the operation.
He was a surgeon. Yeah.
Yes, good. The surgeon
Surgeon.
of the operation. Very nice. Good. This is actually about the story, you know, in details. You summarized it. Then Miss Mayada, you summarized it again, right? So we studied, I think, everything about it. Nothing is out now. So we come to grammar. And the grammar, as you know, is the backbone. It is the cornerstone of the language.
Of course.
Without the grammar, language is, you know, is a mess. Okay, so we can't use, you know, any language without the
Everything
grammar.
needs to follow a rule.
Yes. So here we have the rule of using the language. So as you know, we have the word wish or the verb wish. The verb wish in English, you are going now to discuss it and explain about it.
Yeah.
Wish. When do we use wish and why? And what cases
Yes.
we use wish?
Wish, yeah.
We use wish.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we use wish to talk about something that we would like to be different in the present, in the future, or in the past. For example,
Yes.
our classroom is crowded. So this is the reality sentence. This is
Now.
the situation that
is
we...
now.
It is now, yes. It
Yes.
is in the present tense,
Yes.
is. But we don't like this fact
Yes.
about our classroom because it's crowded. It's full of people. It's
Good.
full of students.
Yes.
And we hope or we wish about this. We want this situation to be different.
Yes.
Yes.
So here
So we
wishing,
use wish.
wishing here means we wish for a situation to be different.
To be different. Yes.
Okay? If, for example, the classroom is crowded, you say, I wish,
I wish our classroom weren't or wasn't crowded.
yes, weren't crowded or wasn't
Yes.
crowded.
Here we can notice.
Yes.
Here we can notice that the reality or the regret sentence
Yes.
is in the affirmative form.
It is in the affirmative
Yes.
here. Is. Good.
Is.
Then
So the wish sentence
Good.
is in the negative form.
negative.
Yes.
So when the reality is in
The
positive
affirmative or positive,
yes,
yes.
then the wish sentence should be in what?
In the negative
In
form,
the
or
negative
vice
form.
versa.
Or vice versa. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So here our classroom is crowded. I wish our classroom were in.
Were in.
Also, not only positive and negative. What about the
Present,
tense?
Yes, the tense changes
The
when
tense
it is
changes.
when the reality sentence is in the present simple. The wish
Exactly.
sentence should be in the past.
In the past.
Simple.
Very nice. Very nice. Good. So here is becomes was or were. But originally it is were. But we can use was or wasn't. Very nice. Good. The second, please, or here now we have
The timetable.
Miss Mayada to talk about the form,
structure,
the use, and we
Yes.
have some examples of
Yes.
wish. Yes,
Okay.
please, would you start about the form or with the form now?
Yes.
Yes.
The form is, we start with the pronoun.
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 Yeah, of course,
If
the
it is
subject.
I, we say I wish, she, they, we,
He,
you
etc.
wish.
Okay,
For
yes.
it, she, he, it, they wishes. So it is still in the present wish. We follow it by the present simple tense.
Yes. So wish plus simple
plus
past.
Simple past, sorry.
Yes.
So we use it like wishes about the present and the future. I want to go, this is an example, I
Yes.
want to go home, but I don't know the way. How to change it with the verb wish? I
Yes.
say, I wish I knew the way home.
Good.
So we use the past tense. We
Yes.
went back step.
We
Step
go
back.
back, we
Step
go
in the
a
tense.
step back.
Step back in the tense.
In the
Backward.
tense.
So it was,
here, good.
I don't know is the present. The past is new.
Good.
So it was in the negative. We move
we
it to,
use it into
in the
the
affirmative.
positive or affirmative.
So it became I knew the way home.
Exactly. Very nice.
What
The
about
second one.
The past.
Yes. We use the wish sentence in the past perfect when
Yes.
we want to talk about regrets in the past.
Yes.
Wishes about the past. For example, Rita didn't come to class yesterday, so it's obvious that the reality sentence here is in the past
In the
simple,
past, because we have didn't.
we use didn't.
Yes.
Yes, sure. The wish sentence, I wish Rita had come, so we change the past symbol into the past perfect.
Yes.
And of course, as we've said before,
we
negative
have, you know,
into
good. So we
affirmative.
have two steps actually.
Yes.
We change the negative into positive or affirmative, and also we change,
The present.
we go a step back in
Yes.
tense.
Yes.
If the verb is in simple present, it becomes simple past.
Past.
If the verb is in simple
Simple
past,
past
also
perfect.
we
It's
get,
Past perfect.
you know,
Yes.
a step back.
Yeah,
It
it's
becomes
changed into
yes,
the past
changed
perfect.
into past
Perfect.
perfect.
Perfect,
Very
yes.
nice indeed. Thank you so much. Let's now take some examples of how to change the tense and also the form of the verb. Yes, please. Number one.
Number one, I didn't graduate from university. So this sentence refers to the past.
Yes.
I wish I had graduated from university.
Yes.
So I regret about the past, what happened in the past.
Yes.
I wish to change the past, but I
Yes.
can't. It's
I
impossible.
can't. Here
That's
we have
why
a regret here.
regretted.
So I didn't graduate
didn't.
from university.
wish
Here
I
the
had.
sentence is in simple past because we have didn't.
graduate.
Then the wish sentence becomes in past,
Past
perfect.
perfect.
I wish
I
had
graduated.
graduated because we said that we go
Go
a step,
step
backward
in the
or
tense.
back.
Yeah, so it
So
becomes
here
past
past
perfect.
simple becomes past,
past perfect.
perfect. Number two.
I wasted too much time watching TV.
Yes.
Here, the speaker is feeling regretful
Regret,
about
yes.
about
About
this
losing the
situation,
time, yes.
about wasting
Yes.
their time.
Yes.
The answer: I wish I hadn't wasted too much time watching TV. the reality or the regret sentence is in the past simple, wasted,
good.
ending in ed.
Exactly.
So the wish sentence is in the past perfect.
In the past perfect.
And,
Very nice.
and we change the affirmative form into the negative
Into the
one.
negative form. Good. The last, the number 3, please.
I didn't have enough time for sport.
Yes.
I regret that I didn't have enough time. So
I didn't.
say
Also, we have simple past here.
past.
Yes.
past, and in the negative case,
Yes.
I wish I had had enough time for sport. I regret.
Had here. Why
Yeah.
do we use had?
Because the
What
past
is the first had and what is the second had?
Yeah, the first had is for the past for
Good.
the past
auxiliary.
perfect.
The auxiliary.
And
verb.
the other one, the next one, is the past participle of the verb have.
Good.
Or has.
The past participle of have.
Have.
So had. So the first had
Is an auxiliary.
is the auxiliary verb of the past perfect. Then the second had is the past participle of the verb have.
Have.
Okay? So we have,
Yes.
I say, I wish I had had enough time for sport. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Now we come also to another activity, which is about the same topic, which is wish.
Same
Okay.
grammatical rule.
Ms.
Number
Dua,
one.
Number one.
I wish I A had listened or B have listened to
Yes.
my father. The
Yes.
correct answer is had listened. A had listened.
Had listened.
Because we always choose the past tenses
Yes.
with wish.
So here with wish, it is impossible to use the present.
tenses. So
Whether
we are
present
going
simple
to
or
try
the
our
present
best to avoid the present
Yes.
tenses in
Yes. So there is no present tenses with
Tenses.
wish. I wish I had listened to my father.
Yes.
Number 2.
I wish it will stop or would stop snowing. Of course, it's would stop. B,
Would
because would refers to the past.
Yes.
And will for present.
For
so we don't
future.
use with wish any
Any present
present
or
verb,
future.
yeah.
So
Or
will
future.
for future, is for present. So we don't
so
use.
the past
we
of
can't
will
use.
is would.
Exactly.
Would
so we
stop.
say here, I wish it would
Stop.
stop, because would refers to
the
the
past.
past. Number 3.
he wishes he A isn't, B weren't so old. The correct answer is weren't.
So he
Because
wishes he.
He isn't in the present symbol
Yes.
or weren't in the past symbol.
Good.
And when we see wish, so we
So-
when with wish sentences we use
We use the past,
past tenses.
not the present.
Yes.
So isn't and weren't, here we have weren't, because weren't is
the past.
here
in
we
the-
can notice that the form
Yes.
the form of the verb wish can change.
Yes, exactly.
Wish wishes, but
Yes.
it
doesn't
doesn't
change.
affect
the
the
tense
tense
of
following.
the verb, good,
Yes.
which is following it or which follows it.
Yes.
Very nice indeed. Actually, Miss Mayada, Miss Dua, we come to the end
Yeah.
of the, the grammar.
Yeah.
We still have some short time, We are going to talk about writing.
Yes.
As you know, in the final exam, the paragraph or the composition or the writing skill will not be from the book. It will be a parallel
Yes.
paragraph.
Of course.
It means similar to the topics of the book, but not from the book.
Yes.
Now, the question is, and this is now, I want you advice or some advice to give to our students how to write a composition and what are the main steps of writing composition in English. Yes, please.
To write a composition, I advise usually my students to get the main ideas of the article.
The main idea.
Yeah, so or the composition. So
Yes.
they write down on the draft the main ideas they want to mention
Yes.
first, and then they are try to arrange their ideas by making 3 parts: the introduction, and the body, and the conclusion. So for the first part, they can get from the question, for example, write about a journey you did one day. So they will start with the mentioning the name or the idea of the composition in the introduction.
So the main idea
Should be mentioned
should
in the
be
first.
included or mentioned in the first sentence of the paragraph.
So we know that he is going to write, what he's talking about.
Very
So he will start writing about. Then he will go to the body of the composition with the details. How many detailed ideas he wants to write. He will
Yes.
mention them either by making this schedule or making the points first, second, like that, or they will mention idea after an idea using
Yes.
conjunctions.
Yes.
But, and, however, like that. And then in the conclusion, he try to summarize or to write his opinion or his advice in the last paragraph.
Good. Actually, this is now the main or the main steps
General.
of writing, you know, in general. Actually, Dua, I'd like you to clarify the idea more. You know, how to include the, what should we include in the paragraph, in the introduction, in the body, and in the conclusion?
In the conclusion.
Yes, please.
Of course, writing a composition is one of the challenges that face our students.
Yes.
Especially this year because they are not used to writing
Yes.
compositions on their own.
Free, yeah.
So
Good.
I should emphasize
Actually,
the importance.
they used
Yes,
to what?
but
To memorize
I
about
should
20 or
emphasize-
30 compositions.
Yes. I should
Yeah.
emphasize
Yes.
the importance of having a brainstorm first.
Yeah. The
If-
importance of what?
having a
Brainstorming. Yes.
Brainstorming, yes.
Means here?
Yes, to collect as many ideas as
Yes.
possible
To
related
get-
to the topic.
Very nice.
To know what to include
Uh-huh.
or what to exclude from the topic.
Good. What to
So-
exclude and what to include.
To include in
Okay.
the
What to
topic.
put away and what
Yes.
to put in.
Yes.
Good.
I also recommend that students should practice
Mm-hmm.
because they need to write as many drafts as possible.
Yes.
They can't write a composition in the exam or
Without
during
the
the
training.
exam. Yes,
Yes.
they need to practice writing because it is a skill.
Now, yes.
So any
okay.
skill needs a
Actually,
practice.
this is in general,
Yes.
Ms. Dua.
As concerning the parts of the topic
Yes.
or the composition, the topic sentence should be one sentence.
One
and it should
sentence.
talk about the general idea that the composition is about.
This is in the
So,
introduction.
Yes, so the reader should know what the composition is about from
Yes.
the topic sentence.
Good. So once I read the topic sentence, I immediately understand
Yeah, we-
what the student is going to
We
write
don't-
about.
Yeah, we don't
So-
have this kind of long introduction like
Yes.
as in Arabic
Good.
composition.
So, dear students, when you write a composition in the final exam, write the introduction. The first part of the composition is called introduction or an introduction. In this introduction, we write just one sentence. You know, in this sentence, we mention what is the purpose
Yes.
of the composition,
course, yes.
what we are going to write in this composition. So, for example, if you have, you know, a question like, talk about or write about a journey or, you know, a scene or a city that you have visited. Okay? So here, from the very beginning, you can say, I am writing this paragraph to talk about Damascus, for example, or Aleppo. So here, once I read the beginning of your composition, I understand that you are going to write about what? About a city, to describe a city, or to describe maybe a trip you did.
trip,
Okay.
I want to add something.
Yes, please.
I advise our students not to worry about writing a composition. Since they know how to write one sentence, if that the student can make or write one simple sentence, he can write a composition.
Exactly.
Yes, one
So,
sentence and then the following sentence and then the detailed sentence for
Very
the first
nice.
one, and we connect or we link the ideas
This-
or the sentence with linking words.
Exactly.
Like but,
Exactly.
For example,
and
if the composition is about the trip, we have to use the sequencers first, then
Exactly.
after that.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Actually, very nice. I hope that we have more time
Time
to
flies.
continue.
Time flies.
But you know, time is over now.
Yeah.
In the end, I'd like to thank you very, very
Thanks
much,
for having me.
Ms. Dua,
Thank you
Ms.
very much.
It's a pleasure
Mayada.
to be
Many
with both of
thanks
you.
for coming from Hama.
Thank you very
Dear
much.
students, dear colleagues, in the end, this is Karim Qassabi greeting you from the Syrian Educational Channel in Damascus. Thank you. Goodbye.